When we launch a brand new gig on Fiverr, it's always with high hopes it's going to be found, it's going to be noticed, it's going to bring in income, of course. But is there anything we can do once the gig's published to help kind of light a fire under it and make sure it really succeeds? Yep, I've got 5 ideas for you coming up.
The Gig Doctor.
First, very briefly, let me mention the Gig Doctor service over at thegigdoctor.com. There you can schedule an appointment with me to go over your gig and help you optimize it, have gig images designed, get voiceover coaching, order several high-interest video courses, and I think probably most importantly for the general people that would be watching this, get those money-making ideas I have for Fiverr in the Head Slapper video bundle. It's all at thegigdoctor.com. So there you go. And it's Dane Scott, and coming up the elevator from the inner workings of Fiverr, it's our intrepid mascot, Furby.
Hello, world. What's on the agenda?
As promised today, we're going to give you 5 ways to help kickstart a newly introduced Fiverr gig.
Sounds like a winner.
Then let's get to it. And let's start with this. We'll call this the bonus tip. This is number 6, right? Don't launch lame gigs. If you don't have the time right now to really do a gig upright, wait until you can. Wait to publish it until you really can kind of spit polish it. You want every aspect of the new gig to shine like the top of the Chrysler building before you unleash it. The gig image, the demo, if there is one, the portfolio of examples of your work, a well-written and optimized description, the tags, the title, they're all really important. If you don't have a well-designed, credible, optimized gig, anything else that we might do to help advance it is it's kind of like pushing a wagon that has square wheels. So in this case, let's assume that you have done those things as we go into our list of 5 here. And now that we have published it, what can we do to get it off to a great start? Tip number 1, backfeeding. At least that's what I call it. The idea is that for a while, when you get a general inbox inquiry asking for a quote, you quote it using your new gig, the one you've just introduced. That gives that gig an initial order, and assuming that you do a great job, and you wisely ask for a review, and you get a review, this is a good start. Tapping into this resource for a while can give your gig some initial action, so that it doesn't show those goose egg orders and goose egg reviews. It helps build its reputation and yours, which will make people more confident that you and your new gig are the real deal. One thing, if someone approaches you for a quote, okay, and your spidey sense is tingling that maybe these people are trouble, don't quote them in your new gig. If you have an oddball buyer, someone that you're kind of going, they're more likely to leave a lower review and rating. And that can take a lot of 5-star rankings to recover from. You know, even one single 1-star review in a brand new gig can be really, really hard to come back from. Tip number 2, buyer requests. Buyer requests are kind of like classified ads on Fiverr, where people advertise for services they need done. You can do the same backfeeding here. If you answer any of these buyer requests, you can do so through the new gig that you want to promote. Again here, try to sense the situation, though. You know, kind of feel out this buyer, the one that has listed this, and maybe through their description, you're kind of thinking, maybe not want to risk this. We want to try for 5 stars on all the orders in our new gig because it helps people to have more confidence. And also, it increases our juice in the search rankings on Fiverr, too. Here's tip number 3, shared links and promotions. If you go to your gig and click the Share Your Gig button, then the Copy Link button after that, you'll have a link that has superpowers. It's not just like copying the URL from the gig at the top of the browser. This is a shared link that is specially coded. If you share that outside of Fiverr, it carries information in it that tells Fiverr when people click on it that you're actively attempting to drive traffic in from the outside. They love that above all things. I like to say it's like candy to them. So publicize your new gig every place that you can think to. Social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, wherever. Also in emails, in communication with friends. And don't just share it, because getting a whole lot of visits to your gig and no orders is actually worse than not getting any visits. Let me tell you why that is. Your conversion rate number, which is the comparison of how many clicks you've gotten to how many orders you've actually gotten, is going to be dismal for the new gig. If you get 100 clicks and 0 orders, that does not look good. And that can affect the conversion rate statistics, not just for that gig, but for your entire Fiverr account, because it's averaged out. So make sure if you are doing the sharing of links, that you tie in with some kind of a special promotion to go along with it that's going to benefit the people that click on the link and make them want to actually order. If they order through this new link, and then they ask for a custom quote, say that you'll give them, half price on the first order, or that their second order will be free, or you have some kind of other bonus or whatever, something that will really be of value to them that'll make them want to actually do it. The combination of a shared link and promotion together can definitely energize a new Fiverr gig in a big way, and I can testify to that myself from when I introduced the Gig Doctor as a gig on Fiverr. All right, we're on to tip number 4, notify previous buyers. We are allowed by Fiverr to contact a limited number of previous buyers each day. You can write to a few buyers each day and mention something that you think might be of interest to them. Maybe offer a special price, or just cordially ask how things are going for them and whether they have any needs. Now, but remember, this is a privilege that can be easily a pitfall if it's misused. So I advise you to walk very cautiously here. That said, you can take advantage of this privilege to alert previous buyers to your new gig. Again, here you can use the shared link I spoke about already when mentioning that you've introduced the new gig. And here again, you can also offer some sort of a price break to them if they'll order through it in the next 30 days, for example. The goal is the same here. We want to create traffic on the new gig, build its reputation through sales numbers and great ratings and reviews. And here's tip number 5, an introductory price. Have a look at the pricing of your competition in the category that your new gig offers itself in. Think about coming in just slightly below what's typical for a while. You can mention in the gig description that this is an introductory price, which leaves room to increase it later on without surprising everybody. And also remember that initially with a new gig, just as with a new Fiverr account, it's more about the numbers than income to start with. So don't be afraid to do what you need to encourage sales, even if initially here with your special price, you're not making a bundle on each order at first. So I hope those 5 tips are useful to you. Be sure to visit thegigdoctor.com if I can help you in any way. You can also contact me through there, and also on Facebook all over the place. You can look me up there. If you have any questions, if I can be of help to you personally, let me know, and I'll do all I can to help. Along with Furby, I'm Dane Scott. Catch you on the next one.
Hello.
Hello. Hello, I think.
Hello, cutie pie.
Until I heard the voice, I'd never done a crazy thing in my whole life.
Goodbye.